We begin tonight with breaking developments that are sending shockwaves through the Middle East and raising serious questions across the globe. Israel has officially confirmed a preemptive military strike against Iran, a move that could ignite a dangerous new phase of conflict in the region.
Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They've backed up their genocidal rhetoric with a program to develop nuclear weapons. In recent years, Iran has produced enough highly enriched uranium for 9 atom bombs. 9. In recent months, Iran has taken steps that it has never taken before, steps to weaponize this enriched uranium. And if not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
In a public statement, Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz acknowledged that Israel has carried out what he described as a preemptive strike against Iranian targets. This is the first confirmed Israeli military operation inside Iran in months, a direct and deliberate escalation. Unverified footage from Tehran began circulating on social media almost immediately, showing large explosions lighting up the night sky. The exact targets remain unclear, but speculation ranges from Iranian nuclear facilities to ballistic missile sites and air defense systems. Israeli intelligence and military officials have long warned of Iran's expanding nuclear program, and concerns have been mounting for weeks. Behind the scenes, US intelligence had been closely monitoring the situation, anticipating that Israel might take unilateral military action. Within hours of the strike, Israel's Home Front Command placed the entire nation on high alert. Sirens blared in Jerusalem and other cities, and civilian activities were immediately restricted. Schools, workplaces, and public gatherings have been shut down, as Israel braces for what it expects will be an imminent missile and drone retaliation from Iran. The Israel Defense Forces released an emergency update, stating that the entire country has now transitioned from full activity to essential operations only. Meanwhile, Iran has yet to officially confirm the extent of the damage or its immediate response, but regional tensions are escalating rapidly. This dramatic military strike comes at a critical moment for US foreign policy. Former President Donald Trump, who had recently spoken with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, had reportedly advised restraint. Trump publicly stated that he had not been notified beforehand of Israel's actions, but warned that a massive conflict could soon erupt. Senior White House officials have confirmed that while the US was aware of the growing tensions, there was no direct American involvement or assistance in Israel's operation. This marks a departure from past joint military coordination between Washington and Tel Aviv on Iranian threats. In the days leading to the strikes, the US State Department and Department of Defense quietly ordered the evacuation of non-essential personnel from multiple Middle Eastern embassies, a clear indication that heightened intelligence pointed to imminent conflict. The world now watches closely to learn whether Israel's targets included Iran's highly sensitive nuclear facilities. Analysts warn that if these were indeed the objectives, we may be on the verge of a full-scale regional war, one that could pull in multiple nations and global powers. Experts point to Israel's extraordinary intelligence and surgical strike capabilities, including its history of sabotage, cyber attacks, and assassinations targeting Iran's nuclear scientists. However, this strike signals a potentially unprecedented escalation. While Israel has previously conducted limited strikes against Iranian proxies and missile sites, tonight's actions appears far more expansive, directly challenging Iran's nuclear ambitions and defying ongoing diplomatic negotiations that were set to resume in Oman. Those talks aimed at reining in Iran's uranium enrichment program are now effectively dead in the water. The Biden administration faces a growing dilemma: balance its diplomatic efforts while managing a rapidly deteriorating security situation in the region. Tonight, the world holds its breath. The countdown has begun. Will Iran retaliate? Will this ignite the next Middle East war? Breaking Truth Network will continue to monitor and report on this unfolding crisis as it develops.